Most people think that eating vegan means that you're eating low protein, you're eating a bunch of tofu and fake meat, but this week I am challenging myself to eat full plant-based for 5 days this week, and I'll be hitting 180 grams of protein per day using all of these ingredients right here. I'm not eating tofu and I'm not eating any type of fake meat. I'll be using these ingredients right here to make tasty meals that hit all of my macros and actually taste good. So make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss any of the videos that I'm gonna drop. I'm not vegan, but most of my one-on-one clients are. They come to me because they want flavorful, high-protein meals that aren't just boring and bland. I specifically created this plan to test it out on myself to see what kind of flavors that I can create with whole foods that are plant-based. So stay tuned so you can see all the meals that I made with all these ingredients. And again, do not forget to subscribe so you do not miss any of my meal prep videos. This 5-day vegan meal prep covers breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. It's gonna be 7 recipes total. It's about 1,700 calories per day and 180 grams of protein, and it's packed with whole foods that actually taste good. And don't worry, I will be dropping the full list of meals that I make in the description. However, the recipes are only exclusive to my one-on-one clients. So if you're interested in learning more about that, you can get more information about it in the description below. We will be making 2 breakfast items. We're gonna make a chia pudding, and then we're gonna make an overnight oats. So the first thing we're gonna start with is our banana chocolate chia pudding. It's gonna be creamy and full of chocolate, and it's gonna take about 15 minutes for us to prep with these ingredients right here. Each serving for me is gonna be 15 grams of protein, and it's gonna have plenty of fiber to keep me full. You're gonna wanna mash about 1 medium banana, stir in that coconut yogurt, your cocoa powder, almond butter, and vanilla protein powder. As you can see, I use cocoa nibs because I have some ideas for that later. So I just crushed it up with like meat tenderizer, and then you're gonna mix that until smooth. Add your chia seeds and splash of almond milk. Stir that again and then portion it into your jars. Go ahead and refrigerate it overnight to thicken. Now we're gonna start working on our overnight oats. This is gonna be a strawberry cheesecake overnight oats, and we're actually not using fresh strawberries. We're gonna be using this strawberry jam. So it's kind of gonna be like dessert for breakfast. This also is high in protein and high in fiber because of the oats. It's also perfect to grab and go in the mornings if you have a busy day and you just don't want to eat hot food. Now for the strawberry cheesecake overnight oats, you're gonna mix the rolled oats, the coconut yogurt, and the vanilla protein powder and that almond milk. Fold in the strawberry jam, or you can just layer it like a parfait, or you can add fresh strawberries and lemon zest. Then you're gonna wanna portion that into your jars and also refrigerate that overnight. All right, now we're gonna start making our lunches. So our first lunch recipe is gonna be chickpea masala. So really, this is gonna be a restaurant style dish. We're talking smoky, creamy, and it is 18 grams of protein per serving. So I'm super excited to hop into this one. I'm so excited about this chickpea masala. You're going to basically just saute the onions and garlic, a choice of oil. So I use avocado oil for everything, but you can definitely use olive oil. Then you're gonna stir in all those spices and the tomato paste. Just be careful, it might start to splash a little bit. Add your chopped tomatoes, simmer until it's soft, and then blend everything together in your blender until it's smooth. Return the sauce to the pan, and then you're gonna add your chickpeas and really stir that in and let it sit for a little bit, about 15 minutes. Then you can go ahead and add your coconut cream sauce, and you get this creamy, delicious chickpea masala. I'm gonna be using pita bread, so just portion into containers, and that dish is good to go. All right, now we're gonna make our second lunch option, which is basically gonna be like a loaded sweet potato. So we're gonna have our sweet potato chickpeas, super simple, with a coconut yogurt sauce. The loaded sweet potatoes and crispy chickpeas is actually an oven meal, so it's gonna be super easy. You're basically gonna roast the half sweet potatoes with olive oil, salt, pepper, smoked paprika, and I did add some honey that my sister gave me from her baby shower. It was so freaking good. But then you're also just gonna add to a sheet pan the chickpeas. You're gonna roast them, and I season them with Kinder's salt, pepper, and garlic seasoning blend. You can also add just regular salt, pepper, garlic, and you can do some smoked paprika for a little bit of extra flavor. Then once both of those are completed, you can top the sweet potatoes with the chickpeas, and then you're gonna have that coconut yogurt lime sauce, which is simply just coconut yogurt, lime. I added some paprika and some salt and pepper. Recipe number 5 is some Mexican black beans with some coconut rice and then some sauteed mushrooms. This one I already know I'm gonna like because it's just flavors that I really love that remind me of home. So it's gonna be like some spicy black beans, gonna be a nice coconut rice that we actually already have made. We're gonna have some meaty mushrooms, saute them in some salt, pepper, paprika, smoky flavors, and each serving of this dish is gonna be 18 grams of protein. Now, I love me some black beans, so this Mexican black beans with coconut rice and sauteed mushrooms, I already know I'm going to enjoy. To make the black beans, you're gonna saute the onions and the garlic and then add all your spices and tomatoes. Then you're gonna go ahead and add your black beans, and you really want that to simmer down and then mash it up slightly for texture. Personally, I mashed mine up a lot. I just mix all my food together, okay? Don't judge. And then once your beans are ready, you can just saute your mushrooms until golden or until like how you like them. But again, just put salt, pepper, paprika on everything. And then you can assemble this with guacamole as well. For the purpose of meal prepping, I'm just gonna top it with guacamole when I actually eat the meal. Our final meal is the oyster mushroom chickpea flatbread. We're gonna saute the oyster mushrooms in olive oil with garlic powder, smoked paprika, and cumin. We're gonna mix the coconut yogurt with lemon. Then you're gonna assemble with some roasted chickpeas and some cucumber on the pita. But here's the full week of meals, 6 recipes, 180 grams of protein, no tofu, no fake meats. I'm testing this plan for myself again, and I'm curious to see how much weight I'm going to lose just focusing on my nutrition. Don't forget, if you want a meal plan like this, all customized to your needs, go ahead and see the description below for all the information on my coaching. And if you made it to the end of the video and you're not subscribed, that's weird. Go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss another meal prep video. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.